After Silbart, we're in a very nice place. You've launched this one 2 days ago here at AERO. So please tell me everything, what it is, how soon I can have one like that, and what is absolutely special about the aircraft.
Okay.
Easy questions.
How much time you got?
A lot.
So the VIP, that's how we call this variant of the P2012, was in the view of Tecnam for quite a while. Maybe you don't recall it, but 4 years ago at AERO 2022, we already had an initial sample of the VIP in our brochure. So we kind of tested the market and if there was a response and a demand, this that we can call a niche of the niche market. It's already a niche market, the twin piston, the traveler stall, they're already positioned to replace all the legacy aircraft and all the less efficient aircraft with a modern solution, clean engines, and all of what we have been talking about for the traveler and stall series. This VIP is a variant of the P2012 that fits to any of the different types. So you can have it on the traveler, you can have it in stall, you can have it in the light bombing engine variant or continental variant. So it's just a different outfit for our aircraft to fulfill one additional part of the mission that the other traveler already kind of do. This one just does it better.
Easy question. As the last aircraft I've seen during Caribia, so the one Sunbark executive had, do they know that now it's officially launched? Do they willing to have one like that?
Well, of course, immediately after the launch, which was kind of interesting. We announced it 2 days ago. It was 2:30 a.m. And I had the phone silent, but it was on vibration. It was not spotting. Meanwhile, people were waking up and checking out their email throughout the globe. I was getting messages from the United States, Caribbean region, South America, then Hawaii, Canada, New Zealand, New Caledonia, Australia, and so on. So all of the companies that has been looking at the P2012 from the actual variant certified, so from the commuter point of view, when they saw this one, they were without words. They were, completely surprised of the unveiling of the VIP. And yes, we have received a lot of questions, inquiries immediately after it came out, just to try to understand better what was the value proposition of this specific variant.
I know that you are ready to move on with the production if necessary, and you will grow bigger even if needed. Honestly, today I'm signing the contract when I can get the aircraft.
Certainly before 3 weeks after 2027, so less than 12 months.
As I told to your CEO, Italian style design by Tecnam, it's faster than some car manufacturers when you have to wait for your car for a couple of years.
No, that's, the Tecnam is a very agile company, and we try to work in a manner that it is also acceptable to the end user. We don't overpromise and overfill. The delivery of a standard traveler has always been within 4 to 6 months. Worst we've done is probably 7 months. This takes a bit longer because there is a little bit more craftsmanship, and it'll take a bit to get also this variant to the 6 months order to delivery time frame, but we'll get there.
It's totally customizable.
Well, the configuration is already pretty flexible, I would say. Now we are in the club area of the aircraft, which offers, 4 seats facing each other. We got 3 tables. An amazing space. I mean, there is 1 meter, we have almost 3 feet between the leg and 6 feet or 1.8 meter backrest to backrest. I don't think there is a club of this size even in business jets. They're usually smaller also on big aircraft. So we tried, despite the narrow cabin section, we tried to make it very roomy and very accommodative in order to offer something that's really the next level and unseen in this category.
There were some special things about the window.
So, for the windows, we can shade them electronically, and we can even control the shading in level just to get, some privacy or some sun protection, or just, if you want to keep the airplane quiet.
So for people like me who is still afraid of flying, I just push the button.
Yeah, you close all of them, and all of a sudden you're just enjoying the very nice interior. Speaking more about the configuration, apart from the club, we got 2 additional seats and a galley. The galley can also be replaced by a further seat to bring it from a 2+6 to a 2+7 configuration. So if you choose to have the galley, you're going to have the refrigerating system, which is not running on dry ice, but is an actual refrigerator, like one you have on boats. There is space for some drinks, some refreshment. They can have full-size bottles, glass holders. So it is thought in a way that it provides, the kind of support you would imagine for a type of flight like one we are simulating enjoying now. In that part of the aircraft where usually there is the luggage compartment, we have added a lavatory so that for this type of flights where you might have the need to go on longer flights, might have the need to use a lavatory, we do have that opportunity in the half part of the cabin. Even with the lavatory, there is still luggage capability, so we will still have the rear cargo hold alcove and the full forward cargo hold. So we lose some of the cargo capability, but we still have cargo capacity to bring luggage with whoever is flying with the aircraft.
Anyway, if you fly within Caribbean, you don't need a lot of luggage. You don't need a lot of clothes for winter, so it still fits there.
Yeah, and not only that, there is the possibility of configuring differently the cabin in case you need to add some cargo hold.
I will torture you with a lot of questions more, but the essential one. If you look at all the options of 2012, which one is the most demanded and the most sought at the moment? All of them?
No, they're kind of spread out evenly. So if you think we have the Stall Continental, Traveler Continental, and Traveler Lycoming with the relevant S&P variant, they are about, evenly spread on the market, 33. So 1/3 is roughly a Traveler Continental, 1/3 is on the Stall variant, and 1/3 is on the Lycoming with the relevant special edition platform.
Perfect. Thank you. And I hope that next time we'll talk, I will know already who's the first customer of this type of the aircraft.
Yeah, no, we will certainly soon announce the launch customers, certainly more than one. Now we are, we just flipped ourselves over in the club, and now we are, forward facing in the electrically reclinable and electrically adjustable seat. So we can kind of play a little bit with it. This is the area where you can adapt a little more to your body, and for the flight you can relax, lay in the back, slide the seat out, move it forward, aft. So there is 8-way seat we've installed. We can even turn them around if needed to improve and increase our space and comfort. Not only the 8-way seats that we got in the second and third row, and eventually the fourth row if we remove the galley. We talked about the windows. Would like to add something about the soundproofing. Now, piston engine, they're not hyper silent. The P2012 is already a pretty good airplane in terms of noise footprint. So it's
people are sleeping.
Yeah, it's famous because
Smart executive.
in Smart Executive we have people, the nap plane, or the sun calls it. Well, from that benchmark, we have improved by adding not one but 2 layers to the windows. Now we have a double glass, and we have an additional layer, that's one that's also providing the shading. We have added an additional layer of soundproofing to the entire fuselage, and then we have a final additional layer with the Alcantara and the leather that are on the sidewall and on the side panels. So summing all of this together, we are planning on providing a much nicer ride and a much silent aircraft environment for this type of cabin configuration.
If you need numbers, by how much percent you will reduce noise?
We are expecting a 3 to 4 dB, but to do that we will have to complete all of our testing, which is a significant amount. For every seat there is also, if you are still unhappy, an active noise cancelling system built in the seat that you can just put headset and stay completely silent with the ANR.
I don't even imagine who could be unhappy on this aircraft. That's impossible.
We also have a Starlink on board, so you can be connected. You can have satellite internet to all the position, because it's not only leisure, it could be being productive meanwhile you travel, or typical when there are kids or when there is family, there could be entertainment going on through the satellite system. So that is something that will happen. Also with the flight stream, given that now the cabin is not necessarily accessible to the eye of the guest, of the passenger, we have included monitors like the one we have in the back, and we are broadcasting the flight data. You can even see the PFD, so what the pilot is doing in his display. We can even see the moving map. We can even see the flight planning, so the estimated time of arrival. So to kind of follow up and keep yourself engaged also with the flight progress.
I'm buying. That's it. No, seriously, I think that when I got the press release, I knew that he will have a lot of phone calls, emails, and requests, which is already true. But I think it's going to be a great success because it's something absolutely needed on the market and something Tecnam just added to the variety of different aircraft you have.
Even in these last 3 days, immediately after the unveiling here at the show, and from the material provided online, the feedback has been amazing. We've had the OEM of large business jet sitting here and saying, wow, this is something unseen in the category. So we hope that we can combine the qualities and capabilities of the airframe to this piece of Italian design and comfort, matching together for a better mission to some of the best places in the world.
Thank you.